What is up, guys? The LA Gamer here, and today I'm bringing you guys episode 18 of my Madden 16 Fantasy Draft Connected franchise mode. In today's episode, we'll be playing the NFC Conference Championships against the only other team in the NFC who managed to go 12-4, and that team is the Philadelphia Eagles. The good news is we're actually still going to be the home team, even though we both have the same record. The real issue with this team, though, is that they are led by one of the best quarterbacks in the game today, Rodgers. So this is going to be a tough game for us, as we're really going to have to shut down the passing game to have much of a chance on the defensive end. So rarely enough, this doesn't happen very often. We're actually going to be the team kicking the ball off to start the game. The good news is you see they're actually going to return it here, and Rodgers can be brought in the game. But for their opening drive, luckily for us, they don't get really anything going. So as you see, Rodgers is walking on the field right now, but they're going to go 3-0 on their opening drive, like I said. So because of that, we're actually going to basically start off with the ball, because they're going to get nothing going. So now we're going to actually move forward to our offensive end and our offensive drive. And so right here, we're going to run this route over the middle. We see it circle wide open. That'll be Odell Beckham. We're going to throw it down to him, and that actually was Emmanuel Sanders, my bad. But that's going to be a good 8 or 9 yard gain, so that's what I'm talking about. 2nd and 2, we're going to try to move to the other side of the 50 yard line, try to get hopefully in field goal range, or maybe even try to get a touchdown on this opening drive to try to start off pretty strong. Like I said, we already got a defensive stop, so if we can get 7 points on the board before they score, that would be a really good way to start the game. So you see right here, we're going to run this crossing route. Nothing really going there, so we're going to cut out to this right side, and we're going to see what we can do. We're going to try to move down past the first down marker, and that's exactly what we'll do, as we get a gain of about 11 or 12 yards on that play. So now we are at the opposing team's 28 yard line. This is definitely field goal range. But let's see what we can do. We're going to throw it over to Ladarius Green, and he's going to shrug off a tackler, and he's going to dive in the end zone for the first touchdown of the NFC Conference Championships. And that's going to give us a 7-0 lead. That's exactly what we needed. And let's see what we can do now on the defensive end with all this momentum. So right here, I played a little bit conservatively to try to avoid any big plays from happening, but that ended up actually biting me in the butt, because they're going to get a pretty big play there on a pretty nice catch. And they're going to continue to move downfield through this passing game. So we're going to see what we can do. They're now going to run the ball up the middle on 3rd and 2, and sadly we're not able to stop them from getting that first down. So now they are on our 17 yard line. Luckily, right here you see it's 3rd and 12, and we're going to try to get a stop here to limit them to just a field goal, and we're going to do just that. So they're going to have to throw over here on the flat route. So they're going to have to maintain or re-maintain them to just this field goal, which is going to continue to give us a 7-3 lead. So that's exactly what we needed. Even though they still got a few points on the board, I don't really mind, because only 3 points. Not only did they start off with the ball, but the fact that we have the lead is a really good sign. So right here, we're going to throw one over to Odell Beckham. That's going to be a nice gain of about 20 yards to the right side of the field. Now we're going to continue to see what we can do, as we're going to look over the middle, and this time throw over to Emmanuel Sanders. I know I didn't look at Sanders much this season, but this game he came out pretty big, as he's already got a couple big catches this game. And he's a pretty nice player. He tends to get open a whole lot. I didn't recognize that. But right here, we're going to try to throw a bomb to Odell in double coverage. That was a really bad decision by me, and we're going to end up paying for it. We're going to throw a pick there. Luckily, on the defensive end, we stopped him pretty quick, and we're going to get another chance here on offense to score before halftime. So you see, it's still a 7-3 score right now. So we're going to look over to the left side of the field and throw a nice little pass over here to Ladarius Green. He's got great speed, so he's going to move to the other side of the field. The other team's 38 yard line to be exact. So we're going to continue to see what we can do. We're going to run to the right side of the field here with Jamal Charles. And luckily, we're going to get him a little bit of open field to give him about 9 or 10 yards on that carry. So let's continue to move downfield, see what we can do. We're going to look over to the left side of the field, and nothing's really going here. We're not going to take any risky passes, so we're just going to run downfield with Jameis Winston. A little tip for you guys: if you're going to scramble the ball with the quarterback, I recommend that you run down the sidelines primarily, because it prevents you from fumbling inbounds, because more often than not, it will make you fumble out of bounds. And not only that, but we're going to throw a quick little play over here to the right side of the field to our man, Odell Beckham, his first receiving touchdown in the NFC Championship game, and our second overall touchdown this game, as we're now going to go up 14-3. So this is exactly what we needed. 3 minutes left in the half. Let's see what we can do. And no, I missed the big tackle. Oh my goodness. If I was able to lay down that big hit, it honestly would have knocked that dude out. But because we missed it, that's going to be a big touchdown for them. I probably shouldn't have played so aggressive. I just really wanted to knock that dude out, because I had a chance to get a really big hit there. Right here, we're going to look to the right side of the field, throw a quick little play to, I think that's a backup. I don't know who that is, but we're going to continue to move here. 1:40 seconds left in the half. We got to get something going quick if we're going to try to get any points on the board here. Throw into the left side of the field to Ladarius Green. That's going to give us about 20 yards there. So we're definitely now in field goal range, as we're now on the opposing team 26 yard line, and we are going to have to settle for just that, a field goal. But without much concern, like I said, we're going to take this field goal and we're going to go up 7 points. So that's not that bad of a thing to happen. So right here, they're going to go with this quick little screen play to the left side. We're trying to prevent them from getting in field goal range before the half ends, so we can continue to have a 7-point lead. But with Rodgers, there's just no guarantees on what we can do on the defensive end, and we sadly allow them to get in field goal range. He's going to throw one over the middle, and they're going to settle for a field goal. Luckily, we're able to stop them at the 5 yard line. You see, they almost were able to get a first down. It's 4th and 1 right there. But they're going to have to settle for a field goal themselves, So we're gonna only have a 4-point lead going in half. But the good news is we actually start off with the ball, so that's the good news. The bad news is when we got the ball to start off the half, we didn't really do anything. So they're actually going to be the team on offense in this next clip. And they're actually going to be moving downfield pretty well here as they're now on my 28-yard line. This is not good news. We don't want them to take the lead, so hopefully we can keep them to a field goal here so we still can remain as a 1-point lead right here. But sadly for us, Aaron Rodgers is just too good of a quarterback to contain for too long. It's going to throw a pass over the middle here for one of their first touchdowns of the game, and they're actually going to go up 20-17. So this is not good news. We've got to get a big drive here to try to get the momentum back in our favor. We're going to throw in here over to Ladarius Green for about 15 yards, and we're now at our 45-yard line. So we're going to try to move to the other side of the 50. We're going to see what we can do. We see a guy going over the middle, and that will be, who is that? Emmanuel Sanders for about 10 to 15 yards on that play. And now we're on the opposing team's 43-yard line. So let's see what we can do. We're going to continue to throw this ball over the middle. You see we're doing a lot of quick crossing routes, and it's working out really well because we have fast players who tend to be able to navigate around the defense. So it's always a good thing to have. As right here, we're going to run out right. We don't really have anybody getting open, so we're going to see what we can do. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm going to run downfield, and I'm going to fumble the ball. What am I doing? I moved all the way downfield just to fumble it at their 24-yard line. That's a terrible play, and that's going to end up actually ruining a lot of momentum. But don't worry, it's a turnover party, as right here, CJ Mosley's going to lay a cracking onto that running back. But sadly, even though we got that ball right back, we're not going to hold on to it for very long, as we're going to throw a pick six on my favorite play. I misread it, and that's going to end up costing us 7 points and a lot of momentum. So we're actually down 10 points here. With 17 seconds left in the third quarter, we're going to need a big play here to hopefully get some momentum going in the fourth quarter. So Jameis Winston's going to scramble down here. I'm actually going to dive forward. I wanted him to dive feet first, but since he loves to make me freak out, he's decided to dive head first, and that almost ruined our chances pretty bad. So we're actually going to look what's going on here. Throw a bomb down the left sideline, and he's going to come down with it. Odell Beckham. What a beast. This is exactly why we drafted him, guys. Ever since a few weeks ago when I realized I needed to exploit those one-on-one opportunities, I've realized Odell is such a monster, and he's honestly a beast on no matter what team you are. So we're going to scramble to the left side, but you see we actually got the ball on offense again, luckily, because our defense had a pretty nice stop there. But we're down by 3 points, so we need to get something together here to have much of a chance to win this game, because we're not having a lot of time left. You see there's still about 6 minutes left, so we need to get something here if we want to have a chance. So moving down here, even if we just have to settle for a field goal, I'm content with that, because that will give us a tie game and put the pressure back on them. But we don't have to worry about that, because we're going to throw a big play over the middle to a guy who I don't know of because he's a bench player, but it doesn't matter because that's going to be a big touchdown for us to actually give us a 4-point lead. So here we go. Sadly, we gave Aaron Rodgers 4.5 minutes to work with. That's never a good situation to be in, but we got to play some good defense here. You see it's 2nd and 1. They're going to get the first down there, and they're now on my 36-yard line. They're going to throw it over the middle, and this play really seems to be working out for them because that tight end is just always seeming to get open in that open field. I don't know who's supposed to be covering him, but whoever it is, he is not doing a very good job. So right here, they're actually going to continue to work downfield. They're trying to get that tight end open. You see I tried to cover that, but they're able to throw it to the right side anyways. And now they're down to my 6-yard line with only a minute and 40 seconds left. He's going to throw a nice pass to the back of the end zone, and he's going to tiptoe his way in. This is not good news, guys, as now we are down by 3 points with only a minute and a half left. This is the time that Jameis needs to prove why he was the MVP. He's going to throw a quick pass over here to Ladarius Green. We're going to see what we can do as we're now on the opposing team's 48-yard line. So on the next play here, we're going to look at what we can do. We're going to throw a couple guys downfield. I see Jamal Charles getting open, and he's going to break to the left side. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to run down the left sideline, and nobody's going to get to him in time. And he's going to get the touchdown, a big 48-yard touchdown play to Jamal Charles from Jameis Winston. What an unbelievable play. What an unbelievable connection that those two have ever since we got Jamal Charles at midseason. Sadly, though, they're going to make a little bit of a run for themselves. Luckily for us, we have a 4-point lead, so they need a little bit more than a field goal if they want to win this game. So they're going to look here. I'm going to try to get his man-to-man coverage, and they're going to try to throw it over the middle, and they're going to do just that. They're going to move down to my 10-yard line. This is going to be the last play of the game. We're going to see what we can do. They might get a guy open, but no, we're going to sack him. They're not going to have enough time to get back in the huddle, and that will be the end of the game. We are going to come out of here with a nail-biter victory against Aaron Rodgers and the Eagles. Mutual respect shared between these two teams, because this is actually one of the best games I have played against a computer in Madden. I very rarely have a game that comes this down to the wire. This game, I was so pumped when I was playing it. It was so intense. But I really hope you guys enjoyed. That was crazy. I was flipping out because that game it got so close. Realistically, I'm just glad that we were able to get the sack there to finish the game, because Aaron Rodgers we know how good of a passer he is. He could have been able to lob one in there to the left side of the end zone. We never really know what can happen in those types of situations. So luckily for us, the sack was able to take out all the time on the clock because, of course, when you get sacked, the clock continues. So that was literally the best thing that could have happened on that play because it ruined their opportunity from getting another chance to throw the ball. So there we go. Great job from our defense to finish off strong. Next episode, we have the Super Bowl week. Now, originally, I was intending on posting a long live stream edition of the Super Bowl where it's going to be me live commentating. It's going to be the full game. Sadly, I don't know what it is, but I tried posting an hour video just recently, and that's taking me like 3 or 4 days to upload. And I can't wait that long for the Super Bowl video to be posted, of course, because that's just too long of a wait. So sadly, I'm going to have to just show you guys the edited version. The off-season video will be a live commentary though, and I actually might live stream the off-season. But either way, this series will continue. A lot of you guys really seem to love the team, so we're going to continue to use this team for at least another couple of years. I highly recommend, though, that you guys watch the Super Bowl game because it's going to be crazy. Of course, why would you guys miss the Super Bowl game? That is going to be the most important game of the season. Hopefully, we can come out with a win, but we'll see what happens. So if you guys enjoyed, please click the like button below. Make sure to comment your opinion in this series and what I can do to make it more interesting in the comment section below. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to stay tuned to this series and other series I got going on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.